Hey yo doers, what's up? It's your boy Happy Chappy here, and welcome back to another Tutorial Tuesday. Yeah! That's right, and on this one, we are going after the infamous slime farm. Now, like most other slime farms, ours is going to use the iron golem mechanic in order to draw the slime in from wherever they spawn, and then if we play with or look on the Wikipedia, you'll see that large slime, so the big boys, the big dogs, they need a 3 by 2.5 by 3 section in order to spawn on. So that means we're going to have to make 3 wide platforms that have at least a 2.5 gap above each of them or between each of them in order to spawn the big ones, and then we're going to use the iron golem in order to pull it in. Now, like I said, this is a very easy, very straightforward build, and quite literally, these are the items that you need here. So you're going to need your torches in order to light the area up. You are going to need either magma blocks and rails to collect the items that fall on top of the magma blocks, or campfires and hoppers in order to catch the items that fall on top of the campfires. You're also going to need bring along an iron golem, so that means we are going to need, a jack-o'-lantern. I'm missing a shovel. Where's one of my shovels? Now, we're going to be using the campfire method just because it's a lot easier for this one. And then you're also going to need 7 stacks, I say that again, 7 stacks of slabs, okay? Now, you do not have to bring these with you. All you have to bring with you is a stone cutter, because when you find your slime chunk, you're going to be digging an area out. You can turn all of those into slabs if you would like to, so you only need 3 stacks of blocks, because with the stone cutter, 1 stack of blocks turns into 2 stacks of slabs for you. So just bring along your stone cutter, turn your stone into slabs, decorate it afterwards if you would like to. But now, let's get into the build. Oh, you're going to want to also bring along 8 iron bars in order to contain the iron golem. So 8 to 12 iron bars. So in total, this is what your material list should look like, or just the stone cutter and 3 stacks of blocks. Okay, so the first thing that you are going to do for this build is you are going to find yourself a slime chunk. Now, we'll go over how to find a slime chunk really quickly at the end of this video, but once you do find yourself a slime chunk, what you're going to do is press F3 and G, and as you can see, we have these chunk border things show up here. Now, what you want to do is you want to clear out the entire 16 by 16 area, and you want to make sure that it is at least 12 blocks high so we can give 4 layers into this farm. Okay, and now we're just going to leave this section up. We're going to be altering this later at the end of the video in order for some efficiencies. But now the first thing that you are going to do is you're going to find the center of the farm right here. So where the center line is of the 16 by 16 chunk, and you're going to mark it out, and then you're going to clear a 4 by 4 pit that is at least 6 blocks deep. Okay, once you are at least 6 blocks deep, what we're going to do is we're just going to carve ourselves out a little room to work from, and this is how we're going to come in and out of the farm, so you can decorate this little section however you would like to. And then this is where you are going to put down your chest, and then whichever method that you are going to choose for your collection. So whether it be the minecart and hoppers with the rails, or the hoppers and the campfires, this is where you're going to do it. So if you're doing the rails, just place your rails here in a back and forwards motion, okay? So they do that right there, and just make sure you power your rails and everything. But if you're doing the hoppers and campfire, just run your 16 hoppers going into that double chest right there. We'll take some of the slabs afterwards and start to place this however we want, but now we're just going to light this little section up. Build your way back up to the top. We'll drop back down later and put our campfires in afterwards. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take all of our slabs, and we're going to count up 2.5 blocks. So on this 3rd block here, what you want to do is you want to place a slab on the top half right like that, and you're going to make it 3 deep the entire way. So 3 deep this way all the way around, and 3 deep this way all the way around. Okay, so this is what it should look like. You should just have a 3 wide thing. Now we're going to just spam torch this underneath the bottom here, and then you can repeat this floor however many that you need to. So if you want to do a 2nd layer or a 3rd layer or your 4th layer, which I suggest that you do, just go up on top here, count up another 2.5 blocks, and then make your 3 wide platform all the way around. Now we got you to carve out 12 blocks in total, so we are going to do 3 layers that are just like this. So this is going to be a 4-layer farm. Okay, once you are all complete, this is what all 3 of your 4 should look like. So you do not have to actually torch spam it. You know, you can space them out evenly so that way, you get the proper light level. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that your torches are on top of these platforms here, because we are going to back this wall out 1 or 2 blocks in order to increase the efficiency of this farm. Now what you want to do is you want to come to somewhere around the center of this farm, so anywhere right about here. And what you are going to do is you are going to build up so that you are 1/2 slab right above that floor, just like this. Okay, so you're going to be 3.5 blocks up. And what you are going to do is right here in the center, you are just going to put down 4 slabs like so. Then you're going to build up your temporary blocks on the side here. And this is where we're going to put down our first 2 iron rails. And then we are going to go slab, iron rails, or sorry, iron bars. Temporary block, iron bars, temporary block, iron bars. Now we can remove these temporary blocks like so. And this is where our iron golem is going to go. Okay, so what you can do is you can build yourself up so that you're standing on top of these iron bars here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go temporary block with an iron block on top of it. And then you are going to build your iron golem. Now, as I was saying, this can be a little tricky, but you should be able to get it. Okay, and once you have your iron golem in place, you can see he's bouncing around doing his thing. That means he's in the perfect position. So you want him kind of jumping around like that. Then we can remove all of these. And bammo, farm is completely done. All we have to do now is just go down, put our campfires in place, and we're ready. So what you can use this now is if you want to go higher, all you have to do is just on the next layers, so build up 1 more layer and just put another iron golem in place and then do 3 more floors. So if you do want to scale this sucker up, just keep going up and then basically, so on the next floor that you build up, just do another iron golem and then do 2 or 3 more layers, sorry, and then an iron golem. And yeah, you can basically do an iron golem every 4 layers. Okay, so now that we have this done and the iron golem's in place, we have all of our torches in place. What we are going to do now is we are just going to back this wall up by 1 single block. And what that's going to allow is that's going to allow the slime blocks to spawn on, on this outer block here. It's going to give them enough room in order for the game to register. You could do even 2 blocks if you would like to. But what you want to do is you want to be careful because you don't want it to be too wide, because if you do make it too wide, the large slimes will fall to the back here, and as they're jumping around, they'll jump and they'll get jammed up here, and they will just completely despawn and you'll lose a good few of your large slime blocks, which you do not want to have. Okay, so do this to your farm. That gives the game enough room in the mechanics in order to spawn or have a chance to spawn a large slime on this back block here. And if you wanted to ultimately increase the efficiency of the farm, you could just bring out your little blocks like this, so making smaller spawn platforms, and just do this on every single floor to the outside. This will stop the big slime blocks from coming to the outside. Well, and as you can see, just from doing this simple farm, and remember, I already had the hole already dug out for you guys. This is the amount of resources that we've got from it. So there is stacks available just doing this farm. And look at, I've even forgotten some. Yep, there we go. Okay, so once you are all done, this is what your farm should look like, done and complete. So you should have your 2 block gap here. You should have your 3 wide platforms. Iron golem just kind of chilling and standing in the center here. Everything should be lit up enough so that way no other mobs can spawn in here. So you can see my light levels are all above 10, maybe 9 in some places, but that is quite all right. Now, in order to finish this farm, all we have to do is go down, put our campfires in place. You're going to want to put your slabs across here, or glass, or whichever you want, so that way nothing can get out. And then basically, we are done. So now what we need to do is we need to dig ourselves back up to the surface. We need to take the coordinates of this chest too as well, which is 14. And we need to go no more than 128 blocks above that, above your lowest chest. No more than 128 above your lowest chest on any of the farms that you build where you have to go to the mob cap, okay? Or the spawn, whatever. Okay, so here we are on the surface, as you can see, middle of the farming district here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up to at least 114. Okay, so 14 was the chest. So there we are 100 blocks above the chest right now. So we can go 28 more, but I'm just going to go 20. Okay, there's 10, there is 20. And this is where the spawning or the AFK platform for the farming district is going to be. Now, I can make it, I'm going to make it a little bit better than this. I'm going to make it a lot better than this, actually. Oh, hello there. But this is where the platform is going to be. But now, since it is daytime, midday, yeah, we have the replay mod going. Now we can go down, see exactly what this farm is doing, and see how it is producing. Okay, and now that I am down here at the farm, looking at it in replay mod, as you can see, I have my iron golem 1 block too low. I'm an idiot. Oh my goodness. I also left my shulker box down there. I'm such a doorknob, you guys. Okay, so this is actually an easy fix. Just block him in. Collect your iron bars. Yep, there we go. Once you have your iron bars moved up, you can just put down some slabs, let him step up on top of them, fall down into the lava. Oh my goodness. And just bump them up one more like that. Okay, so just to confirm, he's on the 4th block up, not the 3rd block up. The 4th block up, okay? Want to make sure he's up that high so that way he can't smack around any of these slimes while they are on the ground. Okay, back up to the AFK platform now. Okay, here we go. Let's go see what it's doing down there now. Okay, and as you can see, much better. Much, much better. So the slimes are not getting smacked around by the iron golem, and they are ending up down in the pit here where they get burnt up, and all of their items are going to be collected by the hopper. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this to run for the next hour just to see how much we actually get from it. Now, the other thing that you are going to have to do is you are going to have to make sure that you despawn a lot of the caves that are below you because that is so low. Now, during my diamond mining session and last episode when I found a spawner, so while I was doing the item sorter, what I did was I went around and I actually started to despawn or light up a lot of the caves that were down there. So we are doing, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Okay, and just after a couple of minutes, we are already sitting on a stack, almost 3 stacks of slime. So that is why it is important to completely despawn the entire area around you because we're doing pretty good here. We're doing pretty good here. That's pretty sweet. But okay, now if you're wondering how you go about finding a slime chunk like this, the easiest way to do it is to quite literally go over to this website right here. What you're going to do is you're going to type in seed in your bottom corner and your seed is going to pop up. And then you're just going to type in your seed. It's going to pull up all the slime chunks for you and you can basically find it. But if you do not want to do that, if you find that that is a little cheaty or whatever, what you can do, all you basically have to do is just start going mining, just start going caving, and then start listening. So turn your hostile mob volume up really loud and just start going around looking for all of your caves that you can find. Start to put torches in them and then listen. Listen very carefully for slimes jumping around. You want to make sure that you're below Y level 40, okay? Otherwise, they are not going to spawn. So this farm too as well. Make sure you're below Y level 40. And doing that, you know, 1 in every 10 chunks is going to have a slime chunk in it. And fortunately for me, there's a slime chunk here and there's another slime chunk just 2 chunks over. I don't know which direction I'm facing, but there's another slime chunk just 2 chunks over. When I was doing my, you know, lighting up all the caves, I found this one and another chunk where they spawn in. So it's 1 in every 10, but like I said, you can get pretty lucky on them. And trust me, if you go into that slime chunk spawner website thingamabobber, you're gonna be surprised how many slime chunks there are around your base. You're gonna be like, what? Okay. But that's it. That's going to do it. So, thank you so much for watching this episode, you guys. I'll leave a world download for this one somewhere just so that you guys can see. You never know. But nonetheless, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, consider subscribing, shop Happy Chappy for your world downloads. We also got some more merch as well too, so check the description, represent.com. We're growing. We're growing. I was never approved by them before, and I'm officially approved by them. So, I mean, yeah, we're making progress, viewers. I love you guys so much. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace. What are you looking at?